Today, I'm going to show you how to use Jira Software's Sprint Burndown chart to measure your team's efficiency, and even more importantly, how to boost their productivity. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to interpret a burndown chart, spot issues before they derail your sprint, and help your team hit their targets more reliably. Let's dive right in. First, in Jira, head over to the Reports section and select Sprint Burndown Chart. If you've never done this before, don't worry. The Reports tab is usually found on your project's left-hand menu. Then, just pick the Sprint Burndown chart from the list. This chart is your dashboard for tracking progress through the sprint, and it's one of the most valuable tools for agile teams. Now, let's talk about measuring efficiency. When you open the Sprint Burndown chart, you'll see a graph that's designed to be very visual, almost like a fitness tracker for your team's work. The y-axis, or vertical axis, shows how much work remains. This could be in story points, hours, or another unit your team uses. The x-axis, running along the bottom, shows the days of your sprint. Together, they give you a living snapshot of where your team stands compared to where they're supposed to be. The most important thing you'll notice is two lines: a target line and your actual progress line. The target, often a straight diagonal, represents the ideal rate at which work should be completed for the team to finish everything by the end of the sprint. The actual line is where your team's real progress is plotted each day. If you see your team's line consistently dropping and staying close to the ideal line, that's a great sign. It means work is getting finished steadily, sprint goals are on track, and the team's pace is measured and consistent. On the other hand, if the line flattens out, that's a clue that tasks aren't being completed. Almost like your fuel gauge sticking despite the car being in motion. If it starts rising, it probably means work is being added, or something's gone awry in the way tasks are updated, so it's always worth a closer look. Now, let's use that information to boost productivity. One of the most powerful aspects of a live burndown chart is that it gives real-time feedback to the team. If you notice you're drifting below the ideal line, maybe halfway through the sprint, you can pause and make tactical adjustments. Maybe you'll need to shuffle priorities, break down a stubborn task, or even just ask for a little help. The earlier you spot a slip, the easier it is to correct direction. Another important tip: watch for those persistent flat or rising lines. These usually mean there's a blocker somewhere, like a dependency that hasn't been resolved or a bottleneck that's slowing everyone down. If you're a scrum master or a team lead, use this insight. Bring the team together, have an open conversation about what's stuck, and work to remove those hurdles so progress can continue. Burndown charts aren't just about the sprint in progress. Over time, you'll gather a collection of these charts. Take a few minutes at the end of each sprint to review them with your team. Spotting patterns in past charts helps everyone get better at estimating what's doable. This is what leads to more accurate sprint planning and less stress all around. Finally, don't underestimate the power of transparency. Having a clear, shared view of sprint progress not only increases individual accountability, since everyone can see the chart, but also reinforces that the team's success depends on everyone pulling together. So there you have it, a practical way to measure and improve your team's efficiency using Jira's Sprint Burndown chart. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and drop any questions you have in the comments below. I love hearing about your team's experiences. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on making agile work for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.